Hey guys, what's going on? This is Scott here at the Furries channel, just coming at you with another video, and along with other videos is an unboxing. And today we're going to do some Marvel Legends. I believe I said in the last video I did have some pre-order stuff that's kind of been sitting in the pile of loot, and it finally shipped. So when I got it in, I was like, well, I think I'm going to do a lot of this all together with the Marvel Legends because it's kind of all connected stuff. It's all Daredevil and Punisher and stuff like that. So it's not a lot. It's like 3 figures, I believe. So I figure what we'll do first is kind of check out the packaging, and we'll open all 3 of these and try to make it a quick one. I know the last video went a little longer than I really like to, so but let's check out the boxes. All right, here we are. We have the 3 here, which is kind of funny. I've done the last release of Daredevil and Punisher from the TV series, and I went ahead and ordered another one of these because the one I got, I believe it's got 2 left feet, so it looks really weird and kind of stands weird. I didn't want to per se get a brand new one. I thought, well, maybe I'll get a used one that's opened, and every time I went to the toy department to see if they had a loose one, never seen a loose one. Rarely ever see the Daredevil figure even boxed in the store. So I think even at Walmart and Target, I'm not sure if these were at both, but didn't really see a lot of Daredevil. I don't think I ever saw Daredevil in the wild. I seen Punisher a few times, but I already had it pre-ordered, so I was like, well, I just need that one, so I'm not gonna buy it in the wild. It's already ordered and in my box. And then finally we have like a classic looking Daredevil. I have a few Daredevil figures, but I don't have an actual like the classic looking, like the one that I grew up knowing. And I see that and I'm like, oh, that's Daredevil right there from the comic books. So this is the Secret War wave. Pretty excited. I've been wanting like a classic looking Daredevil. I have like the battle armor one, and I think the one where he's wearing, I think it's like yellow, and I forget what color it is. It's like a yellow and something else, the darker red maybe, I can't remember. I do like that figure, and I do like the battle armor one, which I wish I would have picked up a couple of those battle armor ones that look more like from the Spider-Man cartoon, because when those first released, I remember I was seeing them like really cheap. So I did get mine really cheap at the toy department. I opened it a long time ago, but I used to see quite a few of them, and they were usually, I believe, if I remember correctly, it's like 15 bucks. It was like pretty cheap for a carded figure, but that was quite a few years ago. So, but yeah, we've seen this one before on the Daredevil. I do like the boxes that they did on these. Same on the inside there. Nothing much on the side. A little art there from the show. It says on the back, what kind of lawyer is Matt Murdock? A really good one. Ace attorney by day, Matt Murdock pursues justice for those who could not achieve it themselves. And that's kind of it. It's got a whole lot of nothing there. Daredevil Born Again. And then we have this new Punisher, which I still haven't seen the new Punisher show, or I think it's, I don't know if it's like 1 episode or what was going on with it. So I was trying to go back and rewatch the Netflix Punisher stuff, but it's just like, just trying to find time to sit, and no one else but me is kind of into it, so it's kind of hard to enjoy it a little bit. So, but it just says the Punisher, and then on the side there, and then a little bit of art that looks like it's actually the action figure. Says, after his family was murdered in criminal government conspiracy, U.S. Marine veteran Frank Castle turned vengeful vigilante. Now, at a crossroads, something unexpected lies around the corner. Yes, and I did really like his Punisher. It'd be kind of cool seeing him in Spider-Man movie, which we're getting like Spider-Man, Hulk, and that, and Punisher, and you know, quite a few other characters are popping up in that too. So should be interesting. I definitely hope that we get to go to the theater to see that one. So, and then we have the Daredevil from the Secret Wars. It says back here, blind lawyer Matt Murdock uses his radar senses and enhanced hearing as Daredevil to thwart Dr. Doom's plan to black out New York City. All right, and this one I have seen. A Falcon on the shelf and the alien costume Spider-Man. I haven't seen Absorbing Man or Magic or Constrictor. I think I seen one Daredevil. It was at GameStop. It was this one and I think Magic. I saw them two hanging there, and I was kind of tempted to get the Magic, but when I walked in, I was sitting there looking at it, and I was like, I don't need to buy anything. I'm just looking. So, but it was very tempting. But the lady behind the counter came out, and those two figures were sitting there. She took them. And like she's like, oh man, she's kind of like in a hurry to get them. Like she's someone had, I guess it was a pre-order, and someone accidentally put them out. So looking back, I was thinking when I got back in the truck, I was like, that would have been unfortunate for that person if I would have bought those, because they would have been pissed because their pre-order at that GameStop, I guess, would have been gone. I don't know if she would have realized it while I was checking out, but it would have been, it would have been one of them deals where you're just like, what the heck? Where's my pre-order? And speaking of pre-orders, what was it? The Hacksaw Jim Duggan from Target. On the website, I had pre-ordered these right when it came out. I went ahead and got two of them so I could do two different looks of Hacksaw on the shelf. I don't know when it happened. I've seen people already unboxing and reviewing theirs, which I guess I don't know how or who they ordered from, but I'm just like, you know what? I don't need it like now, but they canceled my order out of just nowhere. I was just like, it had already been paid for, and they canceled it. And I'm like, what? This has happened before on the Target website too. I ordered something, they just randomly canceled the order, and I was just like, I even called them, and they were like, they didn't give two shits. He was just like, yeah, it happens. I'm like, yeah, but it keeps happening to me. And it's like, he's like, well, you got your money refunded and all that. And I was just like, that's not really the point. The point is pre-purchased in my mind. It's like it's bought, it's coming, and y'all just willy-nilly canceling. He's like, well, and I don't think they understand that's not the point. It's like, okay, that's fine, but why did y'all do this? So I don't know. I guess it's not a big deal if you can just reorder it, but then you got to wait because obviously they sold out or whatever they got pre-order wise, and you got to wait. It's like the waiting list thing. It's like, dude, I don't know what's going on with that. One thing I have noticed with Big Bad Toy Store, though, I've been kind of on the fence on if I'm going to get something or if I'm not going to get something, so I have it pre-ordered. And with Big Bad, you can do a pre-order and it doesn't charge you yet. It's just when it comes, it charges you. So I've been going back and forth on, like, I just really got to dial back. Even my wife was like, it's getting a little ridiculous. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I agree. So I was canceling some stuff, and then I went back and I was like, nah, like 2 weeks later, I was like, I kind of want to get that. So I go back in there to try to pre-order it, and they're out. I was just like, oh, but they have their waiting list thing now, so you can get on the waiting list, and it's kind of like a pre-order of the waiting list. So it's like a pre-order. I thought it was kind of cool because you just kind of asked out and you just kind of wait and wait and wait. And I don't know if they did notifications back then, but I don't know where I'm going with that story. But it sucks to do a pre-order and then they cancel it on you. So, but let's get these popped open and check them out. I'm more excited about this one, I think, than these two, because this one I already opened, but I just wanted to make sure that the feet were right on this one. So let's get into it. All right, guys, and here we are. We have them all out of the package, and getting Punisher out, I was like, man, this is a good looking figure. And I was like, he comes with a lot of extra stuff. I really hope he can hold all this stuff in some pouch or of some kind. And looking at the face on this one too, when I first saw the reveals, I was like, I don't really like the way they did the hair, but now that I have him in hand and looking at him, it actually looks pretty good. And he also came with a screaming head, so that is really cool. I think it looks good. I like his beard thing he's got going on. He's got the ab crunch, well, not really ab crunch, but the abdominal area on the ball joint, and twist at the waist. But he's a little hindered because of his tactical belt thing that he's got going on here. So he can kind of move pretty good, but he can't move very far back. And I can't really tell if this thing comes off. It's kind of loose, but I don't see where it might kind of buckle together. So I don't know if you took that off, if it would actually go back on, or if it would pretty much be ruined. And then he's got another belt below that. So he's a little hindered in movement in that area, but he's got nice shoulders move pretty good. The plastic is a little bit of that softer plastic, so it almost feels like it's going to break at some point when I'm moving the arm, at least the left one. The left one's a little loosey. The right one feels a little bit tighter. I don't know if that makes any sense. All pinless, nice looking pants, boots. Man, it feels like it's been a while since I opened a Marvel Legend. But yeah, it looks really good. I like it a lot. We'll see if all these pouches and stuff work. One thing I did notice, though, when I got the gun out, I was like, man, this thing is like really just beep, beep, beep. It's very soft plastic. He came with a hatchet. I believe this one came with that last release that they did. I think we did an unboxing of that. He's got a little knife. Little knife that's really soft. Two little grenade canisters and a pistol. And an extra pair of hands, and these are both fists, so he's definitely going to have to punch somebody with that. And let's see if all of his weapons fit in all the little holsters. So he's got his pistol. We're going to put that in there. And then his knife. This is almost like some G.I. Joe business going on here with all this stuff. Then his little grenade canisters got little peg holes, so they go right in there. And like a glove, they both go in there pretty good. So then we got the hatchet, which I don't see a spot for that. I don't think it's got anywhere to go. See if I'm tripping here. But yeah, no, but we got an extra one of these. I don't know if I really need that one. I might just have him holding the rifle on the shelf. We got a nice little trigger hand. The only problem is with the rifles and some of these figures, it's kind of hard to get them into a good pose with a rifle and how you hold a rifle. So I might toy with that a little bit at some point to see if I can get it on there, which the gun is soft enough to where you can kind of manipulate it in there a little bit, but it's still, it's just awkward. I don't know if they'll ever figure out how to get to where you can actually hold a rifle properly with an action figure, because usually when you hold a rifle or a shotgun, your hand's up here, this arm's way back here, so, and the shoulder and everything just cannot be manipulated enough almost. Let me see. No, I just don't think we're going to get a good look of him holding a rifle, so it'll be kind of one of them deals where you just kind of hold it to the side. If any of y'all have ever figured it out, crack the code on that, just let me know. So, and then I got a blast effect, which it fits right into the gun there, which this is a 12 gauge pump. So, and then we have our other Daredevil, which he's got the right feet. So the feet also looked kind of awkward anyways, and then whenever you had two left feet, it just really irritated me that happened. I can't remember who I ordered those through. I don't remember if it was Nerd Zoic or Big Bad Toy Store. I can't remember. I just never set it up to return to get it. I don't remember what happened. I think I just said screw it, I'm just going to deal with it, and if I have to order another one, I'll just have extra parts and whatever, and I'll probably give that other one to my son, let him have that one. So, and this one, like I said we done before, it came with the billy sticks, and they pop right into the rope here so that he can do some action with it. So it looks really cool. It's not like wire though, so, and he come with a pair of hands. One's kind of grabbing hand and then a fist, because you know Daredevil's going to punch some folks. And I always like the texture of this one. He's got the little beard action going there. He's got the the butterfly, kind of butterfly-ish shoulders. Not like maximum movement, I would say. It's still a little hindering. Kind of what they do with the cinematic MCU stuff, I guess. It seems like the articulation is not as good as some of the other figures. Just like with Spider-Man's, like all the Spider-Man from the movies and stuff, just seem a little bit short on movement compared to the comic book versions. So, but still like that figure quite a bit there. And then we got the Daredevil that came from the comic book, the Marvel Secret Wars, which we got this, which yeah, I've said it before, I don't know what to think about that. Then his little billy sticks, which they come apart, and you got two of them here, so they go together as one. I don't know if he's got storage for both. So he does like a 2-time thing in there. I guess you can fit them both in there. And he come with an extra pair of hands, fist, and kind of the same with the MCU one. And then he's kind of got his like sonar kind of thing going, which you see in the comic books, which represents him hearing stuff and I guess like the sounds doing whatever they do so he can see where he's going. But this body looks like it's like almost like a Spider-Man body that they have on this one. No toe articulation. That comes on and off there, pretty easy peasy. He's got the ball joint up there, and then he's got like the ab crunch, so you can actually get this one in some pretty good poses. He's got the butterfly shoulders, so you're getting a lot of good movement out of that. The legs on mine are a little stiff, but in the ankles we're getting some movement out of it, so I think it looks really good though. So he's got the 2Ds on his chest, the belt that's loose there, looks like it might move up and down a little bit, but it's not like molded onto it. I don't know, it looks like he's got a twist on his forearm. Maybe I'm tripping. No, yeah, it kind of looks like it does, but I can't get it to move, so maybe it's not. But other than that, the paint on it looks, I don't know if that's painted or it's just the color of the plastic, because there's like no shading on it at all. I'm looking, so yeah, it's all pretty much the same color. The different textures of plastic, you can see a little bit of a difference in the color of the red, but pretty, for the most part, it flows pretty good. They gave him some really good abs, though, that's for sure. He must have like a tight outfit on to be able to see all that. You see them abs all up in there. So pretty cool. We'll see if these will fit in his little holster here. I don't know which way we'd want to do these. We'll try to do it like this. Yeah, they go in there. I mean, they stick out a little far, but they still do the job there. Yep, I must say, looks good. He's got good head tilt, up and down. Looks like it's got a ball joint in there that's on a tilt thingy. I don't know what you call it, but I don't know the technical term. So he can get in some really good poses, though, I must say. If he was like falling, like he kind of does when he comes down, yeah, I think it'd look pretty good. So, but yeah, that's Daredevil. So thought we'd check out some of the old MCU figures and compare them a little bit to the new. So let's bust them out and check it out. All right, and here we are. We have 3 of the Punishers. This was the last release that came out. This one came with the knife, the pistol, and the hatchet, and that was about it. And this is all clean shaven. So, and let's see, this one was all pinless. And looking at him, we got a little bit, now I did say that about this one whenever I seen it, like the skin tone was a little too white. The new one, they gave him a little bit of a tan, and the Punisher emblem is a little bit different on that one. So I don't know if this was like from the new movie they did or show, or is this one from the show, or is this from the Spider-Man movie? I don't know. So, and then we had the first Punisher that came out from, I guess, the first season of Punisher. This is, obviously, you can tell it's older. It's pins, single jointed arms because of the jacket, double jointed knees. The jacket does move pretty easy, though. You could slide it off, and I guess it could kind of still work a little bit, but I've never taken the jacket off. This is one that I saw at some random toy store somewhere. I can't remember where I was, but I went in and it was just loose. It had the gun and the pistol, and that was pretty much it. He doesn't have any other tactical gear. His belt on this old one kind of has some molding, but it doesn't have anything really going on. And this one, our last release, kind of has that same thing going on with the belt. It's got the molding, but nothing really looks like it's actually happening except for down here with that belt. And this one had some super hindering of ab movement because it's just really tight and it's just not doing anything. You got a little bit of a twist. And then our new one, they kind of improved the movement. It's a little looser, but like I said before, that belt is stopping all that movement. Everything that's happening here in the ab area, you're not going to get a lot of movement out of it. So still looks pretty good. I think the pants look better on this one. This one still has that tactical look on the pants, and I think the boots look better on this one. And this one has those old like army boots that he's wearing on that one. So still for the time when that came out, I don't remember when this one came out. I don't know if it's got a date anywhere. But I mean, it still did its job for me for a long time. I don't know. Even the head sculpt looks pretty good on that one. His hairdo almost looks like the hair he had like in The Walking Dead almost when that first started, but it is what it is. So, and then we have our old Daredevil. I don't know if you'll be able to see this or notice it, but if you look at that one's feet, it's got like 2 left feet. I was like, what in the heck is going on here? Because, you know, I don't know if you can see that, but that's why I got another one. It's not super noticeable unless you like get it off the shelf, but once you see it, you're like, it looks kind of retarded. So that one I'll probably be giving to my son though. And I guess that's kind of it, guys. That's Daredevil and Punisher business. I've always been kind of a fan of Daredevil for quite a while. I didn't read a lot of the comic books. I used to pick up a lot of the Frank Miller stuff. And when I was younger, I remember Daredevil, but I didn't have a lot of comics. I used to just kind of peruse them a little bit. And, you know, you're young, you don't have enough money to get everything. So I usually stuck with like Spider-Man and Superman and Batman and stuff like that when I was real young. So, but yeah, that's it, guys. Just comment down below. What do you think? What do you think of the new Punisher they brought out? I will say I do like the color of the skin on that one a lot better than I thought I would. So, but that's it. Y'all just like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And we'll catch you on the flip side.
Hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but bad guys do.